Hi everyone, I hope we're all doing well this week. Welcome to my final project called Nature Watch Yellowstone National Park. First, we'll discuss the purpose of and inspiration for the project, then we'll discuss the different data and layers used, how they were collected, and how they were prepared. Then we'll briefly discuss how the data were published and finish up with an overview of the final product. A couple of months ago, I found myself thinking a lot about my time working in Yellowstone, and I wondered what might have changed since I left, what folks were seeing now, and which geysers were erupting. I knew I'd be able to find most of the information I need to answer my questions, and making a web app of everything I liked about the place sounded like a fun project. When I worked there last summer, we relied heavily on community-based science research, and visitors of all ages loved to participate. I thought building a web app to promote that and help visitors with their most dreaded task, planning a vacation, would be great. Some of the most frequently asked questions I got were, how do I get there? Where is it? How long will it take? What should I do there? Is there anything else nearby? So I built an app to help folks explore the park and record some of what they see through ArcGIS services. I pulled pre-existing data from Esri's ArcGIS online portal through ArcGIS Pro. These included National Park Service-related items like roads, trails, and points of interest. These data are all owned and published by the National Park Service and Department of the Interior. I chose to use Esri's NAIP imagery layer as a base map because it can accurately communicate landscape features. Seeing as this is a national park in the Rocky Mountains, being able to understand the landscape contextually can make all the difference in someone's trip. I also made use of the activity levels layer that I created for a previous homework assignment to offer folks a few choices of things to do that require different levels of activity. I created the last two layers through building surveys to collect information about geyser eruptions and animal sightings. They use MD geocoding service, but can also use the default to locate features. However, the service is not always accurate and sometimes will require manual input. As mentioned previously, much of the existing data used in my project came from the ArcGIS online portal. However, other data was user-created and promotes community-based science research. I created two surveys in Survey 123, one titled Nature Watch Animal Sightings and the other called Nature Watch Geyser Eruptions. I embedded videos of me using the surveys to show what visitors can expect when they're asked to document their observations. I processed the existing data in ArcGIS Pro by clipping each of the NPS layers to the Yellowstone border layer published by the park's GIS team. I did this for the trails, roads, and points of interest layers. I then changed the symbology to make it more digestible and intuitive. The last step was sharing the layers to ArcGIS Online and compiling the data in my web app. Sharing the data was simple. I clicked on the map in the Contents pane, clicked the Share tab, and clicked Web Map. Then I shared it with everybody and exported it to ArcGIS Online. The primary widgets used in my app are Analysis, Chart, Directions, and Filter. I chose different layers based on what was appropriate for the data. For example, creating drive times from the Norris Geyser Basin to Old Faithful could take anywhere from 45 to 90 minutes. Folks could use the plan routes analysis to coordinate their driving for the day, and then use hotspots or aggregate points to find locations where they might see some wildlife. The charts were planned according to the data reflected. Folks could also use the filter widget to find places to eat, sleep, find information, a bathroom, and more. Here's a demo of the Directions widget. The hypothetical subject wants to go from the Norris Geyser Basin to Mammoth Hot Springs down to Fishing Bridge and Yellowstone Lake. This is another demo, this one of the Filter widget, which can help you find almost anything you'll need in the park.